I'm right back again, man. We have today none other than Lil Durk's break-in, man. We got the report from that, man, when he got his house broken down in Atlanta, man, back in 2021. So we're going to talk about this, man. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and thumb up these videos as I keep telling y'all that it gives me motivation, man, to keep bringing this stuff out. As I see you guys liking the videos and watching the videos, it makes me want to put out more and more and more. So I appreciate it. So today, like I said, none other than Lil Durk himself, man. We got the report, the narrative of the report, and shout out to Chicago's Rarest. Shout out to all my Reddit folks, man. I appreciate all of you. So with that being said, we're gonna jump right into this, man. We have a narrative for this break-in, man. This is a Brazelton Police Department field case report. We'll try to zoom in as much as we can. It seems to be on July 11, 2021, I was dispatched to an alarm call that occurred at 2344 Northern Oaks Drive, Brazelton, Georgia. I responded to this call with the use of my emergency equipment. While en route to this residence, our dispatcher informed Sergeant Spears and I that shots had been fired at the residence. I then asked our dispatcher if there were any injuries. Our dispatcher stated that there were no injuries. Dispatch stated that the subjects had ran out of the back of the residence before we arrived on the scene. Our dispatcher also stated that the residents were located A1 on guard shacks in Chateau Elan. When Sergeant Spears and I arrived on scene, Sergeant Spears observed that there was an open front door to the residence. Sergeant Spears and I then made entry into the residence. Once inside of the residence, I observed that there were multiple shoes located on the island that is located in the kitchen area. In the main bedroom was a large amount of currency as well as a black bag that had drinks inside of the bag. Once the main level of the residence was secured, Sergeant Spears and I then made our way to the top level of the residence. After clearing the top level of the residence, we then made our way to the bottom level of the residence using the stairwell, which is located by what appears to be a dining room area. While making our way downstairs, I observed that there was a small shell casing on the floor. Once Sergeant Spears and I made it to the bottom level of the residence, I observed a blow bed that was located near the stairwell of the bottom level. I also observed that the bottom door was open as well as broken window that leads to the backyard. After clearing the bottom level of the residence and making our way back up to the main level of the residence, I observed that there was a small shell casing laying in front of the stairwell along with another shell casing that was located in the stairwell. Once the scene was safe and secure, I then was able to place crime scene tape in front of the residence and started crime scene log. Shortly after setting up the crime scene tag and starting the log, I was able to make contact with both victims that were at the residence during the time the incident occurred. I spoke to Cox, India, and Banks, Durk. Both Cox and Banks stated that they heard a noise that sounded like a window breaking. Cox stated that she had grabbed a weapon and fired a few rounds due to the fact that the individuals that were in the residence fired at her. Cox then stated that she had dropped the weapon, and Banks went and grabbed the weapon and went to the deck area, and laid down and began shooting at 3 individuals that were wearing masks or a t-shirt over their face. Cox was able to provide a Glock 20 generation with a Glock Generation 4 with a serial number listed pistol that was located in their vehicle. I was able to retrieve their pistol and make the weapon safe, but while making the weapon safe, I observed that the pistol did not have a round chambered in the weapon and there were only a few rounds that were inside of the magazine. I was able to place the pistol and the magazine in a evidence bag and secured in my marked patrol. Alright. Let's go back. Zoom in here. Placed the pistol and the magazine in an evidence bag and secured in my marked patrol vehicle. Here we go. Patrol vehicle. After a few moments went by, I made contact with 2 Hall County deputies. One of the deputies brought their K9 with them. Once the K9 was on the ground, we began to track where the individuals had ran. During the track, we were able to locate one green tennis shoe about 100 yards from the residence. As we continued our track, were able to locate another tennis shoe, which was a white Nike tennis shoe, which appeared to be a Air Force One low top type of shoe. As we continued to track, we were able to observe that there was tracks that led up to a street called Chateau Glen Drive. After making it to the street, the track stopped, but we were able to find another shoe that was a white Nike tennis shoe that appeared to be a low top Air Force One. After finishing our track, I went back to my marked patrol vehicle, which was located at the residence. I was informed that Georgia Bureau of Investigations was on their way to process the scene and evidence. Once the GBI arrived, I was able to hand over the pistol to them. A chain of custody form was filled out. Man, and that's the end of that document. Definitely let me know what you guys think of this one, man. So it kind of gives credence to the fact that what we heard stemmed from India and everybody was true, man. It seems like she was shooting back at them, man, and Durk hit the ground and started shooting back himself, man. Let me know what you guys think of this, man. I'm always trying to bring you guys dope content like this, so thumb up the video and subscribe to this channel. Peace.